Hello everybody. I wanted to make a short video to sort of walk through some of the features and talk about what's coming in the very near future as far as upgrades. Based on some of the support tickets that we're getting, I think we need to maybe change a few things on our website. We'll work on that and make things a little more intuitive. I just wanted to make sure that all of our members understood and have full access to everything that we currently offer. If you're a member, hopefully you already know, if you come to the main page, this is the index page, tradevision2020.com. Up here at the very top left are three quick links that are very important to you. Your first one is your account button. If you click on that, it takes you to the back end where you can make settings to your, if you go to your customer profile, a lot of people haven't realized this. It's in our instructional material, but your settings for your alerts for the traders, for the matrix trade signals, they're right here. So you can either select pop-up, email, or both. If you select both, obviously you'll still get the pop-up inside the trader's desktop, and you'll also get an email notification to whatever email you put here. And you can change this at any time. Just make sure to hit Save Profile before you leave. And that's it. You've got other things here. If you need to open up a support ticket and ask questions, you can put that here. There's also two buttons that will take you externally to the trader's desktop software, which we'll talk about in a second, and then the forum, which we'll also talk about in just a second. But the main page basically looks like this. We also put important updates right here that let you know of things that we've changed or modified. There's some huge changes coming, really good ones that everybody I think will like. Let's jump right into that. So if we click on the trader's desktop button, it will take us to the trader's desktop. And to get to all the tools, the first thing I would highly recommend if you haven't yet is go through the owner's manual and read everything that's on. It's not huge. There's basically a dedicated page for each tool, and it breaks down how to use each tool in its sort of basic designed way. There's multiple ways to use our tools, as you'll discover on our forum when you start reading people's ideas. But we give you the most basic and easy to use idea or system behind all of our tools so that you can get your head around the metrics and the data that we're displaying to you. One of the upgrades that's coming very soon will actually help with that. And let me give a quick example of that. So if we go right to the trade signals, which seems to be right now our most popular tool, I guess that's probably no surprise, right? We have two options. If you click on View Current Chart, you get this chart will pop up, and it's basically a snapshot of the current signal and all of the signals before, but it doesn't let you know what has happened in the market since that trade signal was sent. And so to do that right now, currently, you click on this button and it takes you to another screenshot that looks very similar to this one, but it's been updated. It's not live, but it's been updated as per the second that you click that button. What we're adding here in the near future is when you click on View Current Chart for the Aussie Yen, if you look at the sell signal, it's a sell signal because it's red, right? And it's at 73.63 or 73.63. Pretty soon you'll be taken to a live chart that looks very similar to this. The sell signal will still be here, as will all of the others in the past, but it will show you on whatever time frame you have selected. This current time frame, I believe we're looking at like a 15-minute or 30-minute chart. I don't remember where the screenshot was taken, but pretty soon, actually let me shrink this down so you can see the whole thing. I think I cut it off. There we go. So let's do it this way. So it explains to you, sort of in a format that everybody can understand, a price chart. And it doesn't matter what time signature you change the chart. So these will be live charts updating just like every other chart that you've ever been used to using, right? There'll be drawing tools, and you can draw trend lines. You can mark up the chart. You'll be able to save the chart, share it on the forum, wherever, whatever you want to do. But we will have the sell signals, buy and sell signals right here on the chart. In addition to that, if you go to, let's say I'm going to use the scalping matrix, which is probably our second most popular tool. Let's say that you're having a hard time understanding the correlation between the PBT data, which is this aqua blue line, right, and what's going on in the market. Well, pretty soon, whenever it hits the the dark green or the dark red, on this same price chart, you'll get another little notification that will look just like this, and it will say PBT data just hit +9. Or down here somewhere it'll say PBT data just hit -9, right? And so we're going to add those notifications on our live price charts for every single app that we have. So every data set that you see along the bottom of our app. So PBT data, scalping trend, ATR1, 2, global trend value, which will be a huge one. You'll understand how valuable that is when you start seeing it in real time. In addition to that, even like the scalper, which is another popular tool of ours, whenever we get into the 10 range or the 90 range, you'll also get a notification on your charts. So that it will say scalper matrix is at 90 or scalper matrix is at 10 on the, it's the Aussie yen, so it'd either be the Aussie or the yen, right? The AUD or the JPY, one of the two. Because remember, the currency matrix breaks down the market into individual currencies. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm trying to help you visualize this change that's coming. Once it's live, I think it'll be very intuitive for everybody to understand and understand. But it's going to allow you to, right now I understand it's kind of hard to wrap your mind around our tools because you've got to have price charts on one screen, our tools on another screen. Pretty soon that will go away. Hopefully within about 3 or 4 weeks we'll have this live. And then everything will just be right here. And you can still refer back. We're not taking away the tools. So these tools will still be running. In fact, what we will eventually add, I don't know if it'll be in the initial release of this, but eventually when you click on this, it will open up the corresponding tool from the trader's desktop right over the top of your chart in a window that you can expand, drag around, do whatever you want. So you could have the scalping matrix, for example, sitting over here on the left, watching the market and seeing the notifications from all the other tools in real time or whatever, however you want to set it up. So that's what we have coming. The other thing I wanted to notice, if you look at the main website, we have our forum, which I think is, it's utilized by a lot of our members, but I can tell by the login statistics on the back end that some of our members either don't know it's there or they don't understand what we have going on here. Our members are actually people that have been using these tools for quite a while are submitting their, I'll give you one example. So for the Matrix trade alerts, right? That everybody seems to really like. We have one of our members tracking their results in real time on a live account. This is not an employee or something that you can send them a direct message on the forum, whatever you want to do, post your reply, but they're sending their results in real time and explaining sort of their experience with the, and you can tell it's honest because some weeks have been negative, some weeks have been positive, and it just kind of goes up and down. Their equity curve isn't this beautiful little arc that goes up. It's real world, right? There's some drawdowns, but overall they're net positive, and they're kind of trying to work through it, figure out how they might want to filter things a little more and ignore some of the bad signals. So that's on the forum, right? In addition to that, we have, I'll give you another example for the scalping matrix, which is another popular tool. We have one of our members that has posted how they use it. He explains in detail exactly the metrics that he uses, how he's modified the system. He gives kind of an overall update of how he's doing. You can ask him questions. So the forum is a great idea to kind of find what's going on in the market. In addition to that, on a daily basis, a very regular basis, down here in the this forum is called Market Analysis. There are actual trade ideas down here from our live traders. So we have a team of traders that are following our trade signals, and we'll start posting their results so they're trackable. We'll use MyFXBook, I think, is the one we decided to use. A third party to sort of verify our results. A live account. We funded a live account. They're trading it now. 3 traders taking shifts around the clock. So you'll be able to see their results. They'll explain why they filter out some trades and why they take others and everything else. I mean, you can see, if they took something, they're pretty clear about it. And even if they didn't take something, you can get some really good information from these articles. They give you a chart shot of exactly what's going on. And if you want to, you can click and go right over to their trading view account and see a little bit more information about it. But these articles are designed, everything that we provided to you is designed to help you find trades a little bit easier. The forum in a nutshell, the most recent posts are always going to be over here on the right-hand side. If you want to see what's trending or what's new, you can look over here and select one of these options. It's a pretty intuitive and easy format to use as far as a forum. We didn't reinvent the wheel here. We're just using Zen for our forum because I think it's a solid way to sort of engage our members in a forum. That's kind of the overview. I didn't want to make this movie too long, but I wanted to give everybody a heads up and make sure that you kind of understand what's available to you, what's coming, how things work. The other thing that I get a lot of questions about, if you go over here to the owner's manual, they think about, well, what are we supposed to do with the trade signals? If you click on the trade signals tab, we walk you through in exact detail what to do with our trade signals, how we suggest you set up your stop and your limit order. It's not floating limit orders and all that garbage, right? We're very transparent that way. You have one stop and one limit, and that's it. There's not multiple targets or anything like that. And of course, please demo trade first. Don't go right into live trading until you get the hang of it. But our tools are designed to be as easy to use as possible. And I think if you take the time and go through our owner's manual, and I kind of, from the beginning, I had an input in this and designing it. If you take it in order of these little boxes, left to right, as you go down, it'll make more sense. Most people jump right to the matrix trade signals, and I suppose if that's all you care about, that's probably okay, but that you might misunderstand a few things if you don't start from the beginning. So hopefully that makes sense. And again, if you ever have a question, just click on the support tickets tab right here, create a ticket, and we usually get back to you in a couple hours, sometimes within a few minutes. Just depends on the time of day, or weekends, always a lot longer because we try to take the weekends off. But other than that, I hope that helps and answer some of your questions and get you guys using the tools and understanding what's going on a little better. Again, if you need any help, or if you have any ideas, suggestions, like you'd like to see something added to one of our tools, post it on the forum. We actually have a pro member account page over here where you can suggest things, and we've actually added a few things based on user suggestions. So let us know what your thoughts are. Thanks again for joining us on this little journey here. We have a lot of cool things planned in the future, and I'll keep you guys as updated as possible. Thanks again.